Welcome back to the channel, and it's 3.5 first wave on the PTU. Now you've got to bear in mind that the first wave of the PTUs are pretty well, they can be pretty buggy, certainly nowhere near feature complete, and sometimes not entirely stable. So basically you're only playing these if you are happy to well, to actually cope with what it may do or what it might not do. They will add the features as the PTU continues until it goes live. So very much work in progress. Now today I'm just going to have a quick look at the one of the new features in the game for the PTU 3.5, player customization, the DNA player customization as it should be called, and the female character, which is long overdue. Now first of all, you will find that all your controls, a lot of the key bindings have changed. Certainly that goes with the flight model, so it's going to be a case of actually learning a lot of these things again from the beginning. Now I have gone and made a character before, but this is not exactly working 100% as it should, I don't think. Work in progress. So we've got a lady here. See, I'm not entirely sure how you... I wanted to select that one. You can make a fuller a face, obviously, but see, I'd like to select that middle character here. Do you go... this brings up, obviously, these are the different lady heads you can use. Obviously all of them are a lot more attractive than what I look. See, they don't seem to all be there. By pressing down, you'd think. Now if anybody does know what I'm doing wrong, or maybe it's just not working quite right, because I'd like to choose that one. No, I don't know. Anyway, let's carry on with the one we've got on the left here. Brow. So you can move the brow backwards and forwards here. Make her a little bit more the thicker head. Maybe turn her into a sort of like a... ooh, maybe a vampire type bald head character, but you are limited to what you can do, obviously. We'll leave it in the middle. Eyes. This just does the shape of the eyes. Ears. We'll just have a quick run through because I'm not entirely sure it's working quite correctly, or I don't know what I'm doing probably. You can't really make pointy ears. That's about the best we can do. So we can't make her a Vulcan. Leave it in the middle. Cheeks. Just moves the cheeks a bit out and forward there. Not a lot of change. Leave it in the middle. Nose. Actually, I'm quite happy with a nose, but I thought I clicked on nose then. Yeah, nose. Quite like that nose. Maybe a little bit less. Yep. Mouth. Yeah, that'll do. Jaw. Makes it. Yeah, that's fine. Crown. Just makes the top of her head a bit longer, broader. That'll do. Now this does the skin colour. Now I was having trouble when I tried this before actually. So it does seem to be. I'm going to leave it just at that. Not totally sure what's going on. Eye colour. Now I tried this before and I wanted to get this red colour because it reminded me of the Martian Marine in The Expanse. Now I've changed skin colour there for some reason. Yeah, the red colour reminded me of the Martian Marine in The Expanse, who seemed to have red eyes or maybe red contact lenses. I thought that would be an interesting. It seems to. Doesn't seem to be. Ah, I've got the red eyes now. Right, we'll stick with those. Although I seem to have gotten them by luck. Hair. Now this is another thing which is a little bit just clicking randomly just seems to change things. Now that does seem to be a bit of delay. Oh, now she's changed her eyes again. So obviously it is buggy. It's not working entirely as planned. So God, she looks frightening there. Does look like a vampire. Oh, changed her hair there. Right, we'll stick with this with funny eyes and bob style haircut. Oh, changed again there. I'm not sure I like that haircut, so I want to change that. So I think at the moment it is very buggy this. I may not be using it quite correctly. God, we certainly don't want that. We know that's going to stick through your helmet. Certainly is long overdue this though, for the female characters to have one in game for anyone who wants to play as a female. You don't have to be a lady, of course, but that just seems to be there seems to be a little bit of a delay. You know, you go to click on anything and anything can come up. I'm going to go back to eye colour. Allow it to change the hair. Very strange. Obviously it is buggy. No question. I think we just hair colour again. I think this is, now it's changed the hair. Right, we'll keep that. Review. Now at the moment this is the limit of the customization. You can't do bodies from what I can see, probably because you would run into the problem of if someone makes the character fat or large, you're not going to fit into the spacesuits, which are obviously one size. Now take a note of what she looks like and see if we can see if when we get into the game whether we get that character looking like that. Save. There is a delay from this screen in going back to the main screen. Now I'm afraid that's one thing which doesn't change. Code 3000. So obviously still work in progress on the error disconnection codes. Right, we're back on Port Olisar. Now changing region is always a good thing to try. Now you will find that a lot of the keys have changed. Now you can just press forward to get out of your bed rather than H, although I believe U is the default key for actually getting up out of bed. So let's just have a look outside. Now you may notice that we haven't got any HUDs in our helmet. Now that is a known bug for the female character, that she hasn't got any UI. So really at the moment the female character isn't exactly playable, but for the purpose of this video, where we're not going to do much apart from look at her, it will suit our purposes. So as you can see, I think we pretty much got what we selected at the customization screen. Obviously that is still work in progress. Now what I'm going to do is actually take her suit off and her helmet. If I can. Ah, there you go. There is a delay in this UI screen as well. So undersuit, unequip, clothing, I'd like to actually unequipped, unequip. Just want to actually get a good look at the female character model. Now obviously I'm not really doing this because I just want to have a closer look at the lady's figure. It's all purely for obviously for the video, for actually getting a look at this lady and seeing how they've done footwear and equip. So that's as far as you can go. If you want to look at a lady any closer, well, you probably know where to go for that. So save changes. See if that's worked. No, it's not. So obviously there is, oh, it did then, didn't it? We went, yes. So let's zoom out. I usually take the hints off, but with some of the controls changing, it might be a good idea for a while to actually keep them on. Let's have a look at her movement. Now obviously they have done motion capture on ladies. I think Sandy Gardner herself done some of the motion capture for the female character. Let's yep, she's certainly moving like a lady. Now you notice some of the other changes. You do see a lot of icons for the other players with their names now. Not sure if you can actually remove those. Now that's interesting. We've actually got a HUD up for the lady when she's not wearing a helmet. Obviously if you want to go in space you do need your helmet. So she certainly does look like she's moving very much like a lady. Let's see if I can attract anybody's attention. Oh, there's no one around here. It's a good job. I may get some unwanted attention here walking through the Port Olisar just in my underwear. But as I said earlier, this is purely for checking out the movement of the female character. When you zoom in close you can actually see that the character is very detailed. Look at the pores on the skin there. So I certainly fairly happy with the detail there. Eyes are, we can go up, and the eyes have always been very detailed in Star Citizen. Look at that. Gets a bit sensitive to controls when you... That's it. So there you go. Look at that eye, very detailed. It's really really high fidelity there. So zoom out. Whoops. As you go down. Whoops. Maybe we shouldn't look too much down the body. People will think I'm, well, only interested in one thing. It's purely by chance that I actually zoomed in there. At least I'm not attracting any unwelcome attention. Let's actually zoom in if I can on the... Oops. Just reset the camera. So... reset the camera. Camera controls seem to be the same at the moment. Maybe the lighting here isn't that great. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at her feet. I wanted to... her legs, even her legs. Look at those. Paws on her skin there. Marks on her skin. Try and zoom in. Even the definition of her knees there, of her joints, of her knee bones. She's even got moles. Look, you can see freckles, moles on her skin there. Marks on her feet. That's when you think that's pretty impressive. Yeah, certainly the look of the female player model is really nice. Obviously, the customization screen has still got a lot of work to be done on to make it glitch and bug free. But at this early stage, I think the ladies and anyone who wants to play a female character will be more than happy. Let's finish off with a look at the walk again. Probably bump into something there. So there you go. Female customization and the female character model in ptu 3.5 on the first wave. Oh. Looks like the NPC was quite interested. Maybe he wanted to ask me for a drink. Oh, yeah, he certainly is interested. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll be continuing to look at ptu 3.5 as it progresses. Obviously, things will improve as we go through the different stages of the PTU. So we just move back, getting some animation of the female character here. Yeah, very nice indeed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. Bye for now.